So I actually found a pretty interesting use case for my package apexprotoc, which connects the Apex Legends LiveAPI library to Node.js. Um, a lot of times in scoring tournaments for Twitch, people will use um, a chatbot to display the scores. It usually looks like something like this, where you have the title of the tournament, all the teams lined up in order, and then a little description of what stage of the tournament you're on. Using this package, you can actually make this process of scoring these tournaments 10 times easier, as you can listen to the game events sent by the Apex Legends client to score it automatically without human input. So if we go over to the code right here, um, it's pretty easy. So right now, the only way for this tournament to be scored is if you manually add points through the API. So if I use the method right here, you can add points that way. But if we use Apex Protoc, we can actually make this 10 times easier. So let me set that up real quick. So first, you need to set up a server. So I'll set that up. Apex Pro new server. Alright, with that, you need to make sure it is connected to a client. Actually, I gotta do this up here. So make sure it's listening for incoming calls on this port, which you can set up um, to your own port, but you gotta like edit the settings. Then you can listen for events using this connection to the Apex client. So if you do server.on game state, I think it's match start actually, match setup, yeah. And I don't think we need the data, but you can bring it in. We can tell the tournament that a game is starting, so we can do that. Um, Start game. Game number, we can use the old game number. Games in +1. Yeah, actually, I think it's current games in. Yeah. Then that integrates the game so it knows what game it's on. It also sets up all the teams. So using that, we can then connect to kill events, player killed events. So we can add points that way. So if we do test turn dot add points, so we want to get the player's team. So if you do data dot attacker, actually I think kill awarded to dot team name, get the team name, and then one. Then we can also do points for placement, or at least check for squad eliminated, because we want to make sure that you get placement points. So if you do squad eliminated data, you test turn. I think I have a squad eliminated method right here. Yes, I do. And I do data dot players. We can get the first player. Then we do team name, and then we want to tell the tournament that the game is over, so we can do state match end. Then we do data, bring that over, oh, and then we do test turn dot end game. and there's no new scores because that's if you want to do it manually. That's all you need to do, and it should automatically set up. So when the match set up, it creates a new game, and then as soon as there's a kill registered on the server, it'll add a point to the team that got the kill, and then squad eliminated. This will check for um, placement points. So if it's in like the required placement, it'll give a point to all the teams alive. Alright, as you can see, I added a little bit more descriptions to what happens in the console, so you can follow along as each event goes through. Um, since I don't have a full server, I'm spoofing the events, but this would go through as in a real game, it would go through the exact same. But if I run simulate game, you can see that the game starts, and then if I do now, you can see that the points are updating live as the game goes on and as kills are awarded and points are awarded, and it updates the game number. And if I look at it again, you can see how points are being added, and then we should be getting to a placement points are being added also as squads are eliminated. Um, so as we near the end, we can see how it continues going up, and when all the squads are eliminated, see there's 2 left right now. Oxygen won the game, so they should have the most points. Oh no, damn, Stall popped off on kills, I guess. Stallions. Yeah, you see game 1 of 4 complete, and then we can just run right another simulation. Don't have to update anything. And then if I do now, you can see it's on game 2 in progress, and then everything's updating live. So yeah, this is how Apex Protoc can be used to automatically score tournaments without having to put in the scores each game, just by listening to live API events that come from the server. And it's quite an easy setup. Just plug and play.